Jet Run, the king. You really don't understand, do you?
EA 600 shot and killed in Chicago. Rest in peace. I remember I heard the news. I never knew what really happened though. Like nobody ever said like what exactly happened. And I heard he was a truck driver too. But let's get into it.
E-Day 600, one of the founders of Chicago Drill, was recently shot and killed in the South Shore neighborhood. Although not as big as artists like Chief Keef and Lil Durk, E-Day was a well-known figure in the streets and helped create the Chicago drill music that we know today. Let's take a closer look at what happened.
Yeah, he played a part.
E-Day 600 was a rapper from Chicago who was associated with Team 600, a set of the Black Disciples, which included popular drill rappers like S-Dot, L.A. Capone, Tay 600, 600 Breezy, and Rondo Number 9. Members of Team 600 grew up in the area of 16th and King Drive. They were allied with other BD sets like O-Block and Lamron, which many of the famous drill rappers rep. In the early days, the main rappers from 600 were L.A. Capone and Rondo Number 9, but E-Day and his younger brother C-Day held it down for the squad as well. Team 600 was known to be for groups like 051 Money Gang and the STL EBT set of the GDs, also known as Tukaville, which included popular drill rappers like FBG Duck and Billionaire Black. In 2012, these two rappers collaborated on a now famous diss track aimed at E-Day called E-Day Is You Serious? E-Day would eventually follow up with the track War in 2014, which started with the bars, I'm like FBG, them little niggas so funny to me. Put C-Day or Rondo up on you, who you want it to be. That E-Day Is You Serious diss? That shit ain't nothing to me. You on that bus stop like Tuka, we put you under the street.
I ain't gonna repeat
the last bar was a reference to Shondell Gregory, aka Tuka, a member of the STL EBT set of the GDs, who was shot and killed while waiting at a bus stop in 2011. Tuka has become one of the most disrespected people in the history of hip-hop, mainly by BD rappers. This and dead ops has become a common theme in drill music, and E-Day's reference to Tuka on War was one of the earliest examples of this. On that track, E-Day also made a reference to the death of Lil Jojo, the member of the Brick Squad set of the GDs. In March 2012, Lil Durk released a track called L's Anthem, which featured a diss toward Brick Squad. Lil Jojo followed up with the track BDK, where he didn't just throw shots at individual rappers, he took aim at their entire gang. Many people consider Lil Jojo a legend in Chicago, and this track increased his clout in the city and online, but it also made him a primary target to the BDs. In September 2012, Jojo released a video that showed him passing by Lil Reese in a car and yelling insults at him. He released the video online, and he and Reese started going back and forth on Twitter.
What's wrong with you? Hey, I am Brick Squad. Yeah, Brick Squad, boy. What you talking about, boy? We get up.
During this exchange, Jojo would drop his location, tweeting, "I'm on 69th, I'm out here." Just a few hours later, he would be shot and killed. Jojo was riding his bike near 69th Street and Princeton Avenue when a gunman in a passing car started firing at him. After Lil Jojo was killed, Chief Keef would tweet, "It's sad cause that Jojo wanted to be just like us. Hashtag laugh my ass off." Although he later claimed that his Twitter was hacked. Lil Reese and Chief Keef were both initially suspects in his murder, and his mother firmly believes that they had something to do with it. They were both questioned by police, but no arrests were ever made. Lil Jojo was a beloved member of Brick Squad, and his death made the war between the BDs and the GDs go even harder. On his track War, E-Day 600 raps, "I get that call, they on Brick Squad, I'm like murder them boys. Kick in Miss Coleman's door and knock Lil Jojo Earn on the floor." This was one of the most disrespectful bars in the history of drill and added fuel to the fire in the war between 600 and Brick Squad. About a year after Lil Jojo was killed, one of 600's most prominent members, L.A. Capone, would be murdered after leaving the recording studio. This was a major blow to Team 600, as L.A. was one of their most popular rappers. 3 men were arrested for the murder the following year. The suspects had ties to 051 Money Gang, another set that has beef with 600. On top of that, in 2014, another 2 popular members of Team 600, Rondo Number 9 and E-Day's younger brother C-Day, will be arrested for murder. The 2 rappers were accused of killing a cab driver named Javon Boyd. Boyd was waiting for a passenger around 4 a.m. in the Wentworth Gardens area of Chicago when he was shot 7 times. Police claim that surveillance footage and fingerprints linked the 2 rappers to the scene, and in 2016, they were both found guilty. Rondo was sentenced to 39 years in jail for the crime, and C-Day was sentenced to 38 years. So, with L.A. dead and Rondo and C-Day behind bars, E-Day was one of the last drill rappers left on the street to hold it down for Team 600. Although he was popular in the city and had a buzz, he never made it to the level of stardom that Chief Keef and Lil Durk did. Later on, E-Day would find employment as a truck driver, which many used to clown him for. Truck driving is a profitable business, and he was probably making good money. But it does seem out of character for a Chirac savage like Ide to give up rap to go get a normal job. But unfortunately, truck driving couldn't save Ide from the consequences of the streets. On July 31st, 2021, Ide will be shot multiple times in the back on the 7200 block of South Bennett Ave. He was rushed to the University of Chicago Hospital, where he was pronounced dead early Sunday morning. Although authorities have not officially confirmed the identity of the victim, several people close to the rapper will take to social media to confirm that it was 32-year-old Corday Ely, better known in the streets as Ide. It was a crazy weekend for Chicago, with over 44 shootings, including the one that allegedly took Ide's life. The Chicago Sun-Times reported Sunday morning that a 32-year-old man had been shot in the back and abdomen and later died in the hospital. After that, many of Ide's friends came forward to confirm that the rapper had passed away. Lil Reese went on Twitter to mourn the loss, tweeting, "R.I.P. Ide, you grew up with me, all that shit you thought I had against you, I didn't. I don't want to see none of my like that, cause when I just got grades, you was checking up on me, low-key worried. Free Ide, man." Young Famous 600, one of the artists that Ide had helped promote before he was killed, tweeted, "I'm sick, crying emoji. On your son's birthday though, at King Ide 600. You know how I'm coming for you. Broken heart." 600 Breezy came out a little more aggressive and tweeted, "You
Whatever happened to Huda Huncho? I think he used to rap with them too.
snap with this one." Then retweeted several people tweeting "R.I.P. Ide." Ide was so well respected in the city that even the ops were mourning his death. FBG Duck affiliate FYB J-Mane put out a video where he said he was disgusted by Ide's death. He said that Chicago was bogus as hell and that we're trying to stop the violence in Chicago and y'all done killed Ide.
Chicago bogus as hell, bro. Y'all done killed this man. We trying to stop the violence in Chicago. Y'all done killed Ide, man.
FYB J-Mane is an insane BD, which means he's a black disciple, but also beasts with his own set. He even went as far as getting a BDK face tattoo and used to hang with Duck and other members of FBG. He may be trolling with his video, but he seems pretty serious, which shows you how influential and respected Ide was. The exact motive behind Ide's death has not been revealed, but given his affiliations, it likely had to do with street politics. Word on the street is that he was set up by a female who sold him out to his ops. Another rumor going around is that Ide was actually taken out by his own people and that rapper Tay 600 had something to do with his death. Even though Ide and Tay 600 were both part of Team 600, they've had problems ever since his brother C-Day got locked up. When C-Day and Rondo got arrested for the murder charge, Tay 600 was in jail fighting another.
Say word. Say
the case.
word.
According to 600 Breezy, he went to his trial and a lawyer let him see paperwork that says that Tay 600 told police that he witnessed Rondo kill the cab driver.
I mean, like, honestly, from what I seen with my own two eyes, that man said Rondo shot him.
Tay 600 denied the rumors and said that the paperwork floating around was clearly fake.
They telling me like, yeah, you see this fake statement that people is posting. I don't know if you ever seen a fake statement, but you know,
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, like it was a fake statement floating around, and it said in the statement, I, Jamonte D. Carpenter, have seen Rondo and C-Day shoot the person 5 times, you know, and the statement was so fake, because if you read the statement, for one, court document is not going to say Rondo and C-Day, it's going to say Courtney and Clint.
Ide did an interview with DJ Vlad where he admits that the paperwork Tay 600 is referencing was fake, but that didn't mean he didn't snitch. He said that he did sign an actual statement against Rondo and that he'd seen the real paperwork with his own eyes. He also says that he helped pay for C-Day's lawyers, and so he was able to speak with them about the case, and they let him know that Tay 600 was involved. He says that Tay made a statement, but then refused to take the stand, so he was hit with a contempt of court charge, which proves he was cooperating. Tay 600 maintained that he never snitched on C-Day or Rondo, but at that point, it didn't matter. Ever since then, he was labeled as a rat and was kicked out of Team 600. Ide was one of the main people pushing the narrative that he was a snitch, which is why they've had problems. In 2019, court paperwork from the trial revealed that Tay 600 was not listed as having cooperated with authorities, but was with Rondo and C-Day on the night of the murder. But by then, the damage had been done, and Tay 600 was blackballed by the BDs and labeled a snitch.
And
everyone from Lil Durk to King Von to Lil Reese distanced themselves from him and continued the rumors that he was a snitch. Tay 600 always believed that Ide was behind all the snitching rumors, and he was the one who planted the idea in C-Day and Rondo's heads. So when Ide was killed, more rumors started going around that Tay was the one who did the hit. There's even a leaked audio clip from a police scanner that claims a witness saw the shooting take place and identified Tay as the killer.
Witness says the shooter goes by the name Tay 600. Went to a building. I'll have the address shortly. repeat that same 734.
I think
600.
The rapper has denied these rumors and claimed that he wasn't even in Chicago on the night of the shooting. He also let it be known that any blogs or media outlets trying to claim he was involved would be sued. As of yet, police have yet to officially confirm that the 32-year-old man killed on Sunday morning was Ide, so there's no official evidence to reveal what happened. More facts will likely come to light as time goes on, unless the streets handle it first. Ide was a well-known name in Chicago and had beef with some of the deadliest gangs.
Yeah, that's kind of fed to me to be putting that out there if that's not true.
In the city, so anyone looking to build their rep as a killer could have taken them out. The saddest part is that Ide already made it out of the streets and was getting legal money as a truck driver. It may not have been as fun as being a famous rapper, but he had an opportunity to make legal money doing something that wasn't going to put his life in danger, and it's tragic that he got sucked back into the streets after surviving so much already. RIP to Ide. Stay tuned for more updates on the situation. If you thought this video was crazy, be sure to check out our channel for more. From rappers caught lacking to Chicago drill lyrics that really happened, we cover the most insane stories that you need to hear. Well, that's all for today. Please smash that like button if you enjoyed this video. Comment below what you want to see next. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit.
Yeah, definitely rest in peace, Ide. I didn't even know I never seen that, and I'll be up on everything to say Tay 600 had something to do with it. But I mean, he made it to 32 in Chicago. They only be making it to like 18, 17. So I guess he got lucky up until that time. But that's gonna wrap up that video. Thank you if you stayed to the end.